Hey everybody, welcome back to Swords Like Mopars. As I mentioned in a previous video, I had a trick up my sleeve for this bump stick here on the 3K drag challenge. Today, I'm here at Crowder Cams in San Diego, California for a step-by-step walkthrough of a forgotten hot rodding trick that's easy on the wallet. Thank you for tuning into the channel. If you like the video, please don't forget to hit that like button, and I would really appreciate if you were to subscribe as well. Starting off as a one-man operation in 1955, Crowder Cams quickly became one of the major names in the aftermarket performance industry, with a strong presence on the street and a dominating presence at the drag strip. So it was truly an easy decision to come to the Crowder team for what is known as a camshaft regrind. I am going to be putting an eBay turbo on it in a draw-through configuration. So whatever grind I could get to help increase the ponies, that's what I'm after.
But if you don't want to change nothing like a boost rod, nothing like that, you can go like a stage one.
All right, now what is a stage one? You know, a lot of people don't really understand the difference between stage 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 5. And to be honest, the history of it's kind of cloudy. So it really started off as the manufacturers pinpointing parts in a certain stage to help the customer better understand what exactly they were buying. And so at a stage 1 level, typically you're looking for a performance gain in about 10 to 15%. It also allows you to be able to utilize a certain part without supplementary parts. So in the case of a camshaft, you don't necessarily need lifters. If it's a roller, you don't necessarily need push rods. You know, you're not going to need the exhaust to be modified, the intake, because you're not flowing extra gas. So it really allows you to be able to utilize that part as a standalone. So if you didn't know that before, now you do.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So I know you mentioned that there was some, we got some wear here, like on this lobe, and so to fix something like that, you guys have to spot weld it.
This lobe a little bit. This one.
Would you just take like a TIG welder and kind of go over the top?
Exactly what we do. Yes,
nice.
Sir.
Yeah, I'm going to be racing in about 6 weeks at Verona. And I need to get 3 passes down. So if I grenade this thing with 15 pounds of boost, I had a great time doing it. Hopefully there's no oil on the track. I just don't want to.
Let me clean it up and put it in the machine.
Roger that. Cool. Now the first step here is to verify that the cam is straight and true. You know, this one was 8 thousandths off, but was easily correctable.
Really? That was good. First start.
For step 2, we went to what is known as the cam doctor. It's called this because it can diagnose any cam profile on its bench, and we need to get an understanding of what our baseline is. Now, after the cam profile had been read, we kind of had to add a step 2.5 due to the damage on the cam, so it's off to the welding bench. In the meantime, we were lucky enough to be given a sneak peek into the rest of the facility with a full shop tour. Now this is really cool. This is the start of a forged crankshaft, and this is the start of a billet crankshaft. All machine work is done in-house, including balancing, prior to shipping to your front door.
Get a hold of that thing.
Oh my gosh, it is so light.
So this rod is going on like a 966 cubic engine, naturally aspirated. I think there's like an all-mountain series is what they're going to call it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I mean,
that's pretty sweet.
But it's a monster. This thing, you know.
I love how you guys are still using the old tried and true.
This is, it's funny. I mean, this is basically it's a manual CNC is what it is.
Yep. big block
This
Chevy?
one. Yeah, Chevy, It's a DD2X.
Yeah, this is nice. Once we had gotten word that the welding was finished, it was off to the grinder. After the grinding is complete, it's deburred and given a quick oil bath before it's
New like butter, baby.
Cool.
So here was your original specs. So at 50, you were at 204.9 on the intake. The exhaust is 196.47, and intake lift is 265, and exhaust is 264.
okay.
And then, so based on these right here, so we ended up going with a 210, 205, and 274, 274.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so really just opened it up pretty good on the lift, so you get about 10 degrees more lift on it.
Cool.
So
And we
it's
kept the
gonna
114, right?
handle it.
Yeah.
Right. And
Because
then
of the.
so also, and then you actually changed the ramping rate also. So
Okay.
you're gonna get more speed out of it.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate that.
Dope, yeah.
Thank you. All right. So I just picked up the cam. Looks phenomenal. They even hooked me up with a bunch of decals for it. Couldn't believe I got a 274 out of that stock camshaft while still being able to maintain my stock roller lifters, the push rods. You know, could have got more if I wanted to replace that, but obviously this is a budget build and there's no way I can fit that in there. But getting those specs while maintaining 114 lobe separation is going to be perfect for this turbo build. I think one of the biggest advantages is being able to take the cam, blank canvas essentially, to Crowder and saying, hey, this is what I'm doing. You know, I was able to tell them I've got a 68 Dart convertible, I've got 410s in the rear, running an automatic, you know, car weighs about 3,000 pounds, doing a big fat eBay turbo, Cummins style. I was able to give them all those specs, and then they were saying, okay, hey, this is what you're gonna wanna do for the cam specs. So I got their expert opinion on what I'm gonna want for the cam. I don't have to sit there and play the guessing game or start digging deep into the research for it. You know, these guys know what they're doing. They've been doing this for 50 years, actually more than 50 years. 1954 is when they first opened their doors. So I got to utilize that experience, which is gonna help me out a ton in this build.